Going on YouTube? Welcome to the Living Freed channel. My name is Tyler Freed, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you the top 10 books that really set me out, really taught me how to create financial freedom, how to create success in a business, and just life in general. And why am I making this video? Because I've been asked for a while now to do a video on some books that changed my life, and that's what I'm doing. So I tried to narrow it down to 10, and I do have 10 that I'm going to be showing you, and I'll go through each book and kind of explain to you why I'm recommending these books and what I learned from them and what you'll learn from them and how they changed and shaped my mindset and, again, what they taught me. And so, anyway, I want to be very clear. These are not the only books that I would recommend or have read, but I tried to narrow it down to 10 that really set me out on the journey of creating success. And so, I really hope you like it. So if you're new to the channel, please like the video, sub to the channel. If you're not new and you're already subscribed, please like the video, because when you do that, it helps out with the YouTube algorithm and it helps grow the channel. And so if you're new as well and you don't understand why I'm only recommending books such as business books, personal finance, investing, and self-help like motivational books. Why am I recommending these? Well, you'll understand it by checking out other videos that are on my channel. You'll see that's what I pretty much talk about on this channel. It's not the only; these are not the only subjects that I do read about, but these are great subjects to read or learn about if you want to create success in your career and create financial freedom like I've been doing ever since I started out on my trucking career. So anyway, I'm going to get right into it. So what's the first book that I would recommend? Well, the reason I'm going to recommend this book, The Personal MBA, written by Josh Kaufman. Why am I going to recommend this? Because I really believe if you're going to be successful at investing, starting your own small business, you need to understand the basics of business. You don't need to go dive deep into a particular business right away. In my opinion, learn the basic fundamentals of business in general. That way you can somewhat understand any business in any industry. And then if you want to go start a business in a particular industry, well then obviously you need to learn the intricate details of that particular industry to fully understand it and operate in. But this is an amazing book, man. I mean, honestly, I've read this book like 5 or 6 times, cover to cover. It is amazing. It teaches you all the different fundamentals of what makes up a business and what makes a business successful. It also gives great tips on how to be more productive in your life and how to understand people, how to understand other people, and understand yourself. It's an amazing, amazing book. So this is the first one I would recommend. And really, none of these are in any particular order. But this is one of the books that really did change my life. And I would recommend go download a Amazon Kindle, the Amazon Kindle app, and you can get most of these books on audio. Most people that watch my channel are truck drivers. Man, you can listen to all 10 of these books in a month easily, just driving down the road. So anyway, so here we go. The second book that I would recommend is called The Compound Effect, written by Darren Hardy. Now, this book pretty much just explains to you how good habits over time, or bad habits, but good habits over time, compound into amazing, extraordinary results. So little, small, good habits consistently done over time compound into amazing results. It also talks about the negatives too. Small bad habits compound into negative results. It's really a great book. I read it a long time ago. I read it twice, but this book is amazing, and I would recommend it to anybody who's trying to improve themselves. And here's another book that I really love. This is the third one, EntreLeadership. Now, this is absolutely my favorite Dave Ramsey book because he gets down to the fundamentals of how to start a business, how to run a business, and also how to be a leader of a business. It's an amazing, amazing book. I like this book over any of them. The Total Money Makeover is great. I left it out of this top 10 list because really, I like to dive into deeper subjects. I already understand the person, his whole baby step system, and I really think the people watching me are a little bit more advanced, honestly, and they should be learning about business, in my opinion. So that's why I'm showing you this book. And this is a great, great book. It's almost as good as the Personal MBA. And so now, this is a book I always talk about here. This is the fourth one, The Simple Path to Wealth, Your Roadmap to Financial Independence and a Rich, Free Life. If you want to know pretty much exactly how I run my finances, this book will explain it to you. This book will explain to you exactly what I invest in, what my investment approach is. I mean, almost to a T. I don't agree with every intricate detail that J.L. Collins talks about in this book, but pretty much 95% of what he says in this book, I do it. And so if you want to create financial freedom, if you want to retire early or have financial independence early where you don't have to work for money at an early age, in I would say about 10 to 20 years of working really hard and diligently and following this plan that he talks about in this book, this is the book to read if you want to do that. And so now, here's a great self-help book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Unbelievable self-help, but this is actually a book that will change your life. There's a lot of self-help books that are gobbledygook, in my opinion. They're really not that great, but this one is amazing. This one is amazing. If you want to learn how successful people think and operate and go about their life, this book will teach you that, and it will definitely change your life. It changed mine. I've listened and read this book multiple times. Now, I showed you the simple path to wealth. And okay, well, in that book, it's going to be talking about investing in the stock market. And a lot of you that watch this channel are weary about understanding the stock market and its history and fully grasping what you're investing in. This is an amazing book to understand all the different myths that actually will cost you money. It will cost you creating massive wealth over the next 20, 30, 40 years if you have that long of a time horizon and you're going to be an investor. You got to read this book by Ken Fisher called Debunkery. He pretty much shows you in this book the history of the stock market, the history of the commodities market, just debunks all the myths that, like it says here, money killing myths. He's debunking all the money killing myths that the news media tries to throw at you, and it will really help you stay on the straight and narrow path of being an investor and creating financial freedom. So it's an amazing, amazing book. And look, the next book after this is another investing book. Yes, I am recommending a lot of investing books because if you're going to create financial freedom, you need to learn how to invest your money. Now, this book right here is very similar to The Simple Path to Wealth. It's called The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle. John Bogle is pretty much a financial hero. He is the founder of Vanguard and the creator of the very first index fund. He created the S&P 500 index fund. I believe it was in 1965. And in this book, he pretty much has the exact same financial plan that J.L. Collins does, but this guy was the original as far as how to create financial freedom and invest properly in the stock market and be more successful than 95% of investors out there. This is an amazing, amazing investing book. Okay, now on to a new topic, a little bit different. Be Obsessed or Be Average, Grant Cardone. Now, I do like Grant Cardone. I don't agree with everything he says or everything he does, but this is a great book. Be Obsessed or Be Average. It's a great motivational book, and it really gives you, if you listen to this or read it, it really gives you the mindset that you need to create extraordinary success. It's a great, great read or listen. I would definitely recommend this book if you're looking to get the right mindset before you start really digging into strategy and all that. This is a great, great book. Now, for those of you that are saying, look, I don't want to just invest in index funds. I want to try to start my own business, or I want to invest in real estate, or, pick single stocks or whatever. Okay, now, I'm going to just say my opinion on that. I would recommend that most people invest at least 90% of their money into a broadly diversified index or a couple broadly diversified index funds, and then the other 10% of your portfolio, have fun with it. Unless you want to start your own business that you control or invest in real estate and you don't even want to touch the stock market. But if you're going to invest in the stock market, absolutely. I think it's a bad idea to try to beat the market. And if you're going to try to beat the market, do it with 5 to 10% of your portfolio. Now, if you want to understand the basics of accounting and understand how to analyze a business, analyze your own business, somebody else's business, a rental property, whatever, this is an amazing, amazing book written by Mary Buffett. And it's how Warren Buffett analyzes businesses, analyzes the different financial statements. It's an amazing book and really goes into depth about how Warren Buffett, the greatest investor of all time, looks at investing into anything, into business. And so this book absolutely changed my life. Now, it took me about 5 times to read this to really grasp the concepts in this book. But if you really want to dig deep and understand how a business works and what to look for and how to understand what not to invest in just as much as what to invest in, this is an amazing book that will teach you that. Now, last but not least, this is another amazing personal finance book. It's called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. And I did read this book actually recently, but it's a great, great book. It's very similar advice that that J.L. Collins or Jack Bogle gives. It's very similar. This guy just gives it his own twist, but it's still a great, great personal finance book. I would recommend all 10 of these to all of you, 100%. Not saying that you should do everything that they say exactly. Everybody has different goals and different things they want to do. But I guarantee you, if you read 10 books like this, it's going to change your life. And look, you may be saying, well, where am I going to find time to read all of these books? If you're a truck driver, you got 11 hours a day at least driving down the road where you can just put in your headphone, download the Audible, and listen to the book. And honestly, I would recommend all the books that I just recommended. I would recommend that you listen to or read them multiple times. I'm a believer that repetition is the father of learning. I think it's very hard to read something or listen to it one time and fully understand everything that's being taught in that book. And so that's what I would recommend. At least listen to or read each of these books 2 or 3 different times. That way you fully grasp and understand the concepts that are being taught. So anyway, those are the top 10 books, man. I narrowed it down the best that I could. These are the top 10 books that I would recommend. And once again, I will put all 10 of these books down in the description below. I will put the links down there. And so you can go check them out, buy them on Amazon, or if you have a Kindle subscription, download them on there. And I would recommend just getting a Kindle subscription. That way the books are a lot cheaper and you can get them on audio. But 100%, these are 10 amazing, amazing books. So I hope you guys liked the video. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and make sure you stay tuned for more videos like this in the future. God bless and peace out.